So we have a treat today. We have event planner extraordinaire with us, Pooja Gogia. She does some of the most fab, high-end luxury events. But I'll let her tell us a little bit about herself.
Hi, so yes, I do a lot of events depending on what kind of brand I am getting. I do like to get involved and curate events for people.
So tell us some of the events that you've done.
There are many events that I do, but of what I can remember right now is I've done events for ROBERTO CAVALLI, I've done events for Ekta Kapoor, I've done for Gaurav Gupta, I've done for Renu Tandon, Nikita Tandon, I've done for Emporio the Mall and Ramola Bachchan and lot more.
What does it take to make a successful event?
Well, to make a successful event, it's very important to get into, I like to get into details. From A to Z, I like to work on it. If I'm taking something in hand, then I like to curate the event by myself and of course get into details and make sure that it becomes a successful event.
Why your events are more successful than others?
Well, yes, I think my events are decently successful, I may say.
So you haven't told us one thing, Pooja. Now you do very luxury and very glamorous events. So does beauty and glamour help you?
See, honestly, beauty does help little. It's good to be presentable. When you're talking to people, they do give you a little bit more importance. But at the end of the day, it's your intelligence that matters. And if you're not able to give what you've give your best at the event, then nobody would of course call you again. So for me, I think beauty definitely helps that, but being intelligent and being knowing how to curate a proper event is more important.
So the event has many roles, like from invite to production to everything. So what is your core strength or your core role in the event?
I think being an influencer, it makes it a little more easier for me. But I would say that I like to get into detailing. So for me, I would like to get into detailing. Like I would like to see the guest list. I would like to call the guest list. I would like to look at the venue, the date, the decor, and everything. I like to curate everything together. So that's why I think it comes out to be a more successful event.
Now, how did you become a social influencer? Because a lot of people want to become a social influencer today.
I myself don't remember that. Maybe a couple of years back, some years back, people who know me and maybe they thought that I could pull off a good event asked me to do guest list and call people, and then I started curating the entire event. So for me, I really don't remember when I started it, but yeah, so I've just gone a long way.
So what happened first, the social influencer or the event planner?
I think both went side by side. Yes, definitely. If I know more of people, then it's a plus point for me to call people. So obviously, who was trying brands or companies who tried to get in touch with me, obviously knew that I would be able to pull off that crowd and the audience they are looking at. And then being an influencer just followed by then. So I do get people do approach me to just promote their brands on social media rather than getting into events. I do get people who approach me to promote their brands or their products or their things on social media or just like
Now, what makes you most nervous when you're doing an event?
You know, it's just that I like to do something with my heart. So for me, if I'm doing an event, it's not just that, okay, I've done the event and finished and I don't bother. For me, I get very nervous if I'm doing an event. I want that people I have called and I've told the concerned person that these are the people I would be calling, or this is the kind of event I would be doing where all this would be happening has to happen. So I do get very nervous at times, and I want people to come, and I want people to come and enjoy the event and feel important and feel good about it. So for me, these things play a very important role. If I'm doing something, I just don't do it for the heck of it. I need to relate to it, and then I want that event should be a super duper hit.
So Pooja, one thing I want to ask, we get invite every day from this launch, that product launch, something or the other, new trends.
Absolutely, there's too much happening now.
You are indecisive where to go, where not to go.
I agree with you.
What will you suggest? How should one decide? How one event is good than other or better than other?
Again, that depends from event to event. When I'm doing an event and when I am inviting people, I think I have made a niche for myself for people to actually choose and know that, okay, if I am doing something, it has to be a good brand or a good event. And they know that Pooja gets into details, the way I call them or get into the detail of the entire event. They definitely know that it's going to be a good one. So that's why I would say that my USP is that I get a lot of offers every third day to do events, and I'm sure a lot of us do get that, but I don't do everything I get by my side. I definitely like to be choosy. I handpick my events, and that's why I think people come for my events more than maybe they go for somebody else's, because they know that I will definitely put my heart and soul into it, from doing a good brand to calling the targeted guest list. They know they are coming for something very, very classy, and they would be able to relate to it as well.
So Pooja, give us the 3 tips if I'm planning an event.
Well, 3 tips I would like to give is that when you're doing an event, please make sure that the person you're working with is extremely flexible too. So he or she should understand your vision. The targeted audience you're calling should be very good. They should be able to relate to the brand, definitely. Location makes a lot of difference. A lot of times people do not understand that if it's centrally located, it's more easier for people to turn up for you. And third, last but not least, I would say timings. A lot of my events are women oriented also, and a lot of them happen at night as well. So if I'm doing something for women, I try to set a time which is from 12 to 4, which is easier for women to come and go back. And if I'm doing something at night, then of course it starts from 8 and goes till wee hours, or sometimes till 12 o'clock.
One last question, since you are set 8 o'clock. Delhi, there's a very typical problem. People don't
come on
turn
time.
Around till 11:30 in the night.
Yes, I agree.
How
with
does
you.
one host a party?
So if I'm hosting a party, I know for sure that people will not turn up before 10 o'clock. So that's why I try and give timing starting from 7:38. I do not give a time which starts from 9:30 p.m. onwards, because people have this in their mind. Psychologically, they think, okay, fine. If we've given a time of 7:38, then 10:30 is a good time to reach.
So
And
people with the time punctuality has a problem.
Definitely, Delhi has this major problem of time punctuality. That's why I try and keep time in mind before hosting an event. I do try and call up people personally and tell them about the timings, so that people don't turn up late for my events.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Very good.